So we want to do art. Well, you don't start with the paints, nice as they are, all those beautiful colors. We don't start with pencil crayons, although we may use them. What we start with is a pencil. This is a simple pencil like they give you in grade 1 or before. And in fact, most people before they go to school have used a pencil, and almost everyone has one. And a piece of paper. In this instance, it's just a phone page out of a phone book. You can just find any paper, anywhere, to make marks. I'm going to use a marker for this part, just so you can see it better. A good way to start is drawing 2 dots and trying to connect them. This isn't about how straight your line is or beautiful. It's about, I missed. Trying to train your hand to go where it's supposed to go, where the eye is telling it to go. And this isn't, I missed again. This isn't like in school where you have to keep the paper a certain way. You can turn it any way that your hand feels better traveling in. And that I had to correct. So that's a good warm-up exercise for making marks. You can fill a whole paper with those, or more than one paper. Just keep drawing your dots and connecting them. I find pulling it towards myself harder to judge. And this isn't about using a ruler. You see I don't have a ruler here. Because it isn't how straight my line is, although I don't want to have to cheat and curve to hit it. It's about hitting the target. That's a good way to start making marks. What we want to do is train our hand to do what our eye sees. Now here I've got just a torn off piece of paper and my pencil. I've drawn a design on one side of the sheet. I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to try to do in reverse on the other side what I see on this side. So I position my pencil where I think I should start, and I pull it in the opposite direction to what I see. I'm using a pencil because it's not as easy as it looks. And I might also have to use the lowly eraser. Whoops, I should do it the same direction. And now I know that, as usual, I'm too far over that way. It's not bad, but when I fold it in half, I can see how far out I am. Then another one, just to show you can make any old design on one side. It doesn't really matter what you've drawn, as long as it stays on one side of the sheet. And keeping an eye on what's on this side, listening to watching what your eye is seeing and trying to do it with your hand. And that's not right either. Once again, I can fold it in half and see how well I did, because I can see through. I could hold it up to a window and see how well I did. This is a very good beginning exercise for practicing to teach your hand. And if you like what you did, you can save it. You can go over it in marker and add color if you want. If you think it looks like something, or you just feel like you want to color it. And if you don't like what you did, you can scrunch it and put it in the garbage. Or you can just keep using your paper to practice your handwriting, your pencil use. I like to use a paper up because every little bit of practice helps. I can tell you this about mark making: the more you do, the easier it gets, and the more confidence you have with your pencil. Holding it properly further back, not tightening up tensely with the point, but holding it further back and using more of your arm, which is harder to do when you're working on a flat surface. If I was using an easel, I could use my hand more freely. So that's a good start to learning to make marks. Oh, Fred, what do you think of that? Oh, I know. I didn't do very well, did I? That's quite a lot of scrunched paper. But I'm not asking you to try that. No, I'm not.